Hey you guys, back again with another video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. How's everybody doing? I hope y'all doing well. Welcome to my new and returning subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, give this video a thumbs up. Y'all, okay, so I'm going to show y'all how I make my broth. Now right here, season your chicken well. Season your chicken well. So you can have a good broth right here. But I'm going to add this to the pot. So I'm going to add 1 onion. Well, I want to break these up, but yeah. So you just throw some onions in there. Throw your Brussels sprouts. Make sure you get all that stuff in there. You know. Now this is how you make a good broth. You know. And you can use this broth for anything. You know. I cut up the Brussels sprouts. I halved it, you know. So I just use 1 onion, you know. You can always use more onions. The more the merrier. But this is what I'm doing. Right? So that's all I use. I use, you know, even the little scraps I use, right? So yeah. If you have carrots, you can throw carrots in there. You have broccoli. I have broccoli too, but I don't want broccoli. If you have carrots, you can throw carrots in here. You can throw okra in here if you want. If you don't like okra, that's okay. You don't need to throw it in here. What else? Yeah. I can't think of another vegetable right now. But yeah, whatever vegetable you like, you can throw it in here. Well, I wouldn't say whatever you like, but what I would use is carrots, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, okra, you know, and I will add it in here. That will add to making the broth, you know, more delicious, or how, in the words of Queen D, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So yeah, so you're gonna let this boil. It was already cooking for like I set the timer for 1 hour, and I started adding this ingredients in within 10 minutes when it was 10 minutes left on the timer. So I'm gonna add another 20 minutes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add 30 minutes because you know it's not boiling right now. So echo, dismiss timer. So once it starts boiling again, I'm going to add 30 minutes to the timer, and I'm going to let this cook. You know, I mean, you could add your vegetables to the beginning, but I don't do that because I don't want my vegetables to be soggy. And then next thing you know, they're going to break apart, and you know they'll be all over the pot. You know, sometimes I like to see my vegetables. You know, so yeah. And when I season my chicken, I only add 1 tablespoon of adobo, you know, because sometimes I want to air fry it. But when I do decide to put it in the pot and cook it, I add another tablespoon of adobo. That makes your broth pop. So I don't really add 2 tablespoons while I'm seasoning my chicken. I add that extra tablespoon after, you know, when I'm going to cook it in the pot. Because when you air fry it, it's going to be real salty. At least when you cook it on the stove in water, you know, it's cooking with water, and it's going to season the broth. You know, it's going to season that water really well. So yeah, this is how I make my homemade broth. I throw chicken in there, some onions in there. Oh, and green peppers too. You can add to this. That's what I was thinking of. That's what I forgot to mention. Yeah, you can add green peppers to this. And you can also add jalapenos, but make sure you take out the seeds. Because I know, you know, nobody want no hot, you know, gravy, spicy gravy, you know. Because I use, 9 out of 10, I would use this broth for like gravy or something. You know, so this is good. You know, make you some broth. Save some of the broth. Freeze it for later. You can use that to boil anything. You can cook anything in the broth or use that broth for anything. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show y'all. You know, last time I did a video and I showed y'all, you know, after the fact. But that video I did where I was straining the vegetables. So yeah, this is what I would do. Once I take all the meat out, or you know, matter of fact, you know, when my family eats, you know, the food, And what's left, I'll just strain it, you know, into the strainer I showed y'all. Excuse me. I'm cooking late tonight. It is 9:47 p.m. A few days ago, yesterday, the day before, like that, a few days ago, I was eating dinner like 7 something. I said, wow, I haven't eaten dinner this early in a long time. But yeah, so wait till it comes to a boil. Start boiling. Put the top on it. Set the timer. And then come back like 35 minutes because you want your broth, your Brussels sprouts to be tender. You don't want it to be crunchy. Well, some people like crunchy, Brussels sprouts. But yeah, I like it al dente, in between. I don't like it hard, and I don't like it like soft, like I like it just right. I'm talking about food here. But yeah. Ooh, my mind just went. I was talking about one thing. See these double entendres, like you talking about one thing and then your mind goes to another thing, like your mind goes to the gutter. Like I said, I don't like it hard or soft, I like it in between, but I'm talking about, the texture of the Brussels sprouts. So the texture of the Brussels sprouts, yeah. And I like to add my onions towards the end of the cooking time. I don't want to add it to the beginning because when you go to scoop up some stuff, you won't find no onions when you go scoop, Yeah, so yeah. I'm at this again. Yeah. I love to cook. I love to cook. I love to cook. See, it's starting to, build up, steam to boil again. So yeah. This is how I make my when I do my chicken pot pies too. I throw in carrots, I throw in onion, any vegetable I have on hand. Celery you can add to this. So yeah, if I have it, I throw it in the pot. I don't go to the store, make a special run for it. If it's here, it's in the pot. So sometimes if I have onions, or I always have onions, but onions, if I have green peppers, if I have carrots, if I have celery, I said green peppers, right? Yeah. I use it. And I'm telling you, it'll make the broth really delicious. I'm serious. Like, you can pour the broth into a bowl and just eat it just like that. You can throw some of this broth over some rice. You can even cook your rice with the broth. But let me get to it. Let me make this oat bread, The oat bread should be waiting for the chicken, not the chicken waiting for the oat bread. But I got caught up in the show. But yeah, so, yep. Just waiting for it to start boiling again so I can set the timer. And I can just work on this oat bread. But yeah, so, if you have carrots, celery, green peppers, whatever peppers you have, whatever bell peppers you have, throw it in the pot, And this is what I use, like I said, this is what I use to make my chicken pot pies. I use leg and thighs. And I take the bones off. I take the bones off. I take the meat off, Yeah, this is how I make my chicken pot pie. The same step here. But the only thing is tonight I'm not going to make no chicken pot pie. I'm going to have this with some rice and some oat bread. I should throw some potatoes in there too. This is a good time to put potatoes in too. But with that being said, y'all, throw some vegetables in your broth too. Give your broth a good taste. Even more better taste. If you season your chicken well, that's going to automatically give your broth, you're going to have a good broth. Don't just throw salt and pepper on your chicken and expect you to have a good broth. Nah. You have to add more than salt and pepper to have a good broth. I'm just saying. You know what? Y'all probably tired of me in all these videos, right? Right. But it's boiling now, so let me put the top on here and get this oat bread going, because I got to let that oat bread rest for like 30 minutes. And this thing going to be done in 30 minutes, and ain't no way in the world I'm going to... Well, I make my oat bread fast, so But it still got to sit for 30 minutes. So I'll probably be done with the oat bread before the timer stops. But still, it still have to sit. And then I have to put it in the oven and let it bake. And that's going to be like 20 minutes, between 20 and 25 minutes. But okay, y'all. Echo, set timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Starting now.
I usually let it like rumble, like boiling real fast. Then I set the timer. But yeah. Alright, y'all. So this is the oat bread. I'm letting it rest for 30 minutes. It's what? 22 minutes on the timer for the chicken. So the chicken is going to be waiting for the oat bread. Because this got to sit and rest for 30 minutes. So yeah, y'all. Just made my golden sweet oat bread batter. Sitting right here. Pot still going. Minutes left on the timer. That's 21 minutes. And, you know, that's for the chicken. And then 29 minutes is for the oat bread to sit. So, yeah, y'all. I'll be back when it's time to put it in the oven. I don't know why I'm doing this video. I'm always doing these videos. But, yeah, so the pot started rumbling. I start the timer over. So, this is how I like it. So, yeah. So, that's, you know, it's on low, it's on 4, the stove. So, it's between low and medium heat. I don't have the stove on high, you know. Don't want to boil all my broth out. But, yeah, so this is going to sit. Let me cover this. And, yeah, I'll be back when it's time to put it in the new wave oven over there. When it's time to put it in this oven. Yeah. Okay, I put it's preheating now. So I put the cast iron pan in the oven with the butter in it. And I'm going to let it melt. And then I'm going to grease the pan with it. Oh, I got to wipe this screen, this window. Oh, another thing to keep clean. But yeah, so see it's starting to melt. Yeah, then we're going to pour the batter in there. And then we're going to let it bake for like 20 minutes. Yep. Look at that. Sliding all over the place. Is you going to start to slip and to slide it? Yep. Let that melt. Melt down. Take it out. Throw the batter in. You know. I used to grease my pan with... No, I used to grease it, you know... Like, I never melt the butter. But it tastes better when you melt the butter. And then you put the melted butter on top. What? Buttery. Even though I use olive oil inside the batter. But, yeah. And this is done. Is the rice heated up? I could probably heat it up some more. You know, I like my rice nice and hot. So, yeah. Nope. Put that on low. And I'll be back. Oh, I remember the first time I made this batter, this oat bread, I don't know. Maybe I don't put enough milk in it. I don't know. I guess I can use buttermilk too if I want. Well, I was just thinking about picking this thing up. So it should be good right there. Right? Right. It's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna use the rest of this to top off, you know. I got it on let me open this oven. I'm working with one hand here. Okay. Ooh. Don't want to touch this cast iron pan and burn my skin off. What? And look at that butter in there. Look at that butter. Look at that butter sitting in. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that batter sitting in that butter. Ooh. Don't start nothing. Okay. Okay. Let me turn it down some to like 20 minutes and boom, y'all. See y'all when it's time to take it out. It's going to cook for 20 minutes. So the rice and the chicken and the vegetables is ready. I'm just letting this cook for 20 minutes. And oh, I wish I can just keep this camera right here so y'all can see it, watch it bake another time, not tonight. Let this soak. It's coming along. Oh, I look rough, but it's gonna be good. Okay. 7 minutes left on the timer. Ooh, the rice is nice and hot. The block is hot. The block is hot. The block is hot. Every day above the ground is Thanksgiving. Because you made it another day to give God thanks. Yep. That's why I was saying it smelled like Thanksgiving in here. But every day above the ground is another day to give God thanks. So I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to chow down. Let's taste one of these Brussels sprouts. Ooh, it was delicious last time. Ooh, woo, woo. It was delicious last time. I was like, I couldn't stop eating them. Oh, let me cover this rice. Let me cover this rice. Take this off. Yeah, I cut them in half like I said. Let's see. It's gonna be delicious. Now let me stop. 5 minutes left on the timer. Okay. Amen. Mmm. 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 It's delicious. Mmm. Mmm, 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 mmm. Mmm. Wow. I'm telling you, this broth is delicious. So it's like chicken veggie broth. And I can also use this if I want the broth. If I want to make some cream of chicken soup. I can use this to make homemade cream of chicken. So here we go, y'all. Here we go. 44 minutes on the timer. 44 seconds, I said minutes. Look at that. Oh, man. Look at that. Ooh. 39, 26. So this is my golden sweet oat bread. This is my substitute to cornbread. I can't have cornbread, so I'm having oat bread. Yeah. And if you don't have oat flour, you can use the oats. What they call that? And it's done. And it's done. Woo, child. Oh, let me cover this thingamajang up. But yeah, you can use the oats. The oatmeal oats. Those oats, whole grain oats or whatever you call that. Yeah, you can ooh. Do you hear that? Then you just put it on here like this. A little bit. And then it's done. Yep. This thing is done. Oh! Did y'all just see that? Oh, the whole thing went on the floor. OMG. No, it did not. Did y'all just see that? The whole thing just jumped overboard. Man. Oh. All right, y'all. Are we gonna melt this whole butter down? Or should I let it sit back in the oven and let it melt? I can't believe that thing jumped overboard like that. Oh. So next time I make this oat bread for my family, I'm not doubling the recipe. I'm just going to make it twice. That's it. That's it. That's all, folks. All right, y'all. I'm going to let y'all go because this video is long for no reason. This video is long for no reason. Yeah, that's enough butter for that. I don't need all this butter on here. Ooh. I can eat this by myself. All right, y'all. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, let me turn off this thing. Hold this thing. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like. Oh, wait. Let me show y'all the plate. Ooh, this thing is still hot. I let it sit for 10 minutes, but it's hot. It's hot. I'm trying to get this. I don't want to get a hold the other thing. Oh. All right, y'all. This video is done. Ooh, child. And if you want, you can add some jalapenos to this. You know, you can add jalapenos. You can add some mild cheddar or sharp cheddar cheese to this. It'll be what? Golden sweet jalapeno and cheese oat bread. I don't know. But yeah, y'all. So this is the finished plate. This is the plate, y'all. This is the plate. I wish I had... Oh, that's what I need to put on here. What I need to put on here? Of course. I like to see the green on my rice. Garnish. Garnish. All right, y'all. That's it, y'all. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video if you care. Hit that notification bell to be notified. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Ooh. Look at that plate. I'm living my best life. Ain't back and forth with you, brothers. I'm living my best life. Hey, dinner is served. Dinner is served. Echo, what time is it?
It's 11:19 p.m.
Ooh, 11:19 p.m. All right, y'all. Later. Peace.